All my real ones gonna feel this tonight because we're gonna get into it. We're gonna chop it up about a man who keeps his word. You feel me? So let's get into it. Because a man who keeps his word, he moves different. He don't talk much because he don't need to. He don't have to advertise discipline. He lives it. See, in a world where people switch up for clout, where promises mean absolutely nothing, and loyalty is seasonal, a man who keeps his word becomes rare, almost mythical. He's not chasing validation, he's building credibility. And credibility, that's real currency. The psychology behind a man who keeps his word, it's rooted in one thing: alignment. His thoughts, actions, and words all match. They all check out. He doesn't move off emotion. He moves off principle. And principle don't change with pressure. That's what makes him dangerous and dependable. He knows that breaking his word means breaking his character. And once your word don't mean nothing, your name don't mean nothing either. Simple. Stand on integrity. So let's be real. Anybody can talk strong when it's convenient. Anybody can make promises when life is light. But keeping your word when it costs you something, that's where manhood starts. When you keep your word, even when it's uncomfortable, you teach yourself control. You learn emotional discipline. You start understanding that integrity ain't just situational, it's also spiritual. When a man says, "I got you," and actually shows up, he becomes trustworthy, not just to others, but to himself. Because here's what most don't understand. Every time you break your word, you break trust with your own mind. And a man who can't trust himself will never have peace. When you do what you said you would do, your confidence grows. You start believing in yourself again. That's what builds presence. You don't need to talk about self-respect because you radiate it. Keeping your word ain't about perfection. It's about discipline. It's about making decisions that line up with your standards, not your feelings. A real man knows that consistency builds credibility, and credibility builds power. That's why you can't afford to be sloppy and move sloppy and break your promises, because your word is your reflection. And when your reflection is solid, your respect multiplies. People may not always like you, but they'll always respect you. They gotta trust you. And that's more valuable than popularity. The psychology of a man who keeps his word comes from a quiet place. He doesn't make loud declarations. He makes silent commitments. He doesn't seek applause. He seeks alignment. He doesn't chase shortcuts. He builds structure. He's consistent. He's not worried about who's watching because he knows God sees everything hidden and behind closed doors in the dark. He doesn't need reminders. His mission is the reminder. He said what he meant, and he meant what he said. That's it, that's all. See, when you keep your word, you build an internal order that most men lack. You start walking with intention. You start moving like your future depends on your next move, because it actually does. Every time you follow through, you build more inner stability. And that stability creates clarity. You stop second guessing yourself. You stop over explaining yourself. You stop apologizing for your boundaries, because your word creates structure, and structure creates peace. You ever notice how quiet men with integrity carry a different kind of energy and a different kind of weight? They don't need to argue. They don't need to prove a point, because their consistency is the evidence. That's the psychology most people miss. When your word matches your walk, you become predictable. But you become predictable in the best way. People know what to expect from you. And in a chaotic world, predictability equals power. You're not controlled by impulse. You're led by order. And order produces results. When a man keeps his word, he also becomes a mirror. He shows others what reliability looks like. He exposes how inconsistent people truly are without ever having to call them out. I'm gonna let you show your own hand. I don't have to say a word. That's why some folks distance themselves from men of integrity, because your discipline convicts them of their chaos. You don't have to say a word. Your energy does all the talking. So let's go deeper with it. Keeping your word is spiritual warfare. It's how you fight temptation, procrastination, and self-doubt. When you say, I'll do it, and actually do it, you silence the inner voice that says you can't. You build momentum, and momentum builds faith. Every promise kept becomes a vote for the man you're becoming. Every time you follow through, you're reminding your spirit, I'm a man of order. I'm a man that sets high standards and holds himself to high standards. I'm a man of my word. That repetition turns into your identity, and that identity turns into your destiny. But here's where most men fail. They think keeping your word is just about others. Absolutely not. It starts with you. It's easy to show up for people when they're watching, but can you really show up for yourself as well when nobody's around? Can you stay disciplined when it's boring? Can you keep your own promises when the pressure hits? Because if your word don't mean nothing to you, it won't mean nothing to anyone else. You told yourself to wake up earlier. You told yourself you stay consistent, right? You told yourself you'd stop entertaining all distractions and chop all that off at the feet. Now it's time to follow through, bro. Not because the world's watching, but because your soul is. That's how you build integrity. That can't be bought or faked. That's how you start trusting your own reflection again. When you become that man, the one who keeps his word no matter what, everything you around you gotta change. Everything gotta shift to your frequency. Your relationships deepen because people feel safe around consistency. Your opportunities start to multiply because your name carries reliability. Your peace increases because you're not living a double-minded life. And your spirit starts to strengthen because you finally living like the man God designed you to be. Easy math. That's the secret most never learn. Keeping your word is how you honor God, and how you honor yourself, and how you show respect for the breath that he's given you. You don't need to promise big things. Promise small things. And just keep your word. That's how you build trust with yourself. If you say you're gonna do it, do it. If you say you're gonna change, change. If you say you're done, then mean it. Because reputation builds reputation, and repetition builds reputation as a man. Ask yourself, how much is my trust worth? Does it hold weight? Does it carry respect? Can people depend on it? Or do you have to keep explaining yourself because your actions never add up and match the words coming out your mouth? The real power isn't in saying something, it's in becoming what you said. That's the essence of manhood. A man who keeps his word doesn't need validation. He doesn't need followers. He doesn't need to talk about loyalty. He embodies it. Because real men don't chase respect. They're attracted through consistency. So if you want to be that man, Start small, but start real. It's in you, not on you. Honor your word to yourself first. Because when your soul starts trusting your mind again, your confidence will come back. Your focus will begin to sharpen again, and your energy is going to be clean. You stop chasing peace because peace lives inside integrity. No integrity, no peace. And once you start living that way, you don't just move different, you are different. You walk in the rooms quiet but respected. You don't announce your worth, you prove it. You don't make promises, you become one. If this hit you in your chest and resonated with you and on the highest frequency, do me a solid. Drop me a comment, you feel me? Or 100, let me know you felt this. I'm gonna see y'all on the next episode. As always, all gas, no brakes, lock in. Peace.